Hi everyone. Have you ever watched a movie and during the movie there's like a fight scene between a woman and a man, whether it be an argument or, you know, it gets pretty violent sometimes in movies. Do you ever get a feeling if a man hits a woman, like a feeling of disgust or of sympathy or empathy for the woman, and maybe even just you feel bad for that woman, or you get angry with the man when that type of situation happens in a movie? But how do you feel when that happens to a man in the movie? Do you feel those same emotions? I am talking about today that women commit domestic violence acts. Domestic violence and emotional abuse are behaviors used by one person in a relationship to control the other person. This could be between married or unmarried people, heterosexual, gay, lesbian, living together, separated, dating. This is according to domesticviolence.org. What exactly is domestic violence, someone might ask? It's not always just a physical thing. It can be more than that. It could be, according to domesticviolence.org, it can be name calling or putting down, keeping a person from like their family members or friends, withholding money, stopping someone from getting a job or keeping a job, threatening physical harm or actually doing physical harm, sexual assault, stalking, and intimidation. These are some of the things that really happen in real life, and they happen. Society often shows that men do this to women, but women also do this to men, and it gets a little overshadowed. But in times in today's society, that it's more susceptible to women, but they don't really, they don't really include that this happens to men as well. When it comes to men, this domestic violence is kind of taboo when it comes to men being victims of domestic violence, because of things like men being stronger than women physically, or, you know, maybe the woman has to fight back, or women might think that they can just get away with it, and so it's not something that's talked a whole lot about when it's against men. According to Zur Ulfer, he has a website and he has an article that talks about battered women batterers and male victims. He says approximately 835,000 men are battered each year by their partners. Most men will say that they're not afraid of women that they live with, even if they've been hit, bitten, scratched, punched, or anything by her. The National Crime and Victimization Survey consistently finds that no matter who initiates the violence, women are 7 to 10 times more likely to be injured by a man due to physical strength or different things like that. But why don't men report this abuse? It could be because of shame, or it could be embarrassment. It could be, who knows? They haven't really found out why men don't report these things as often as women. There's not a whole lot of resources for men as well if they are the victims of domestic violence. And they often say that, you know, women think that they can get away with it, so that, you know, they're threatened in a heated situation. There are some resources. Domesticviolence.com has the domestic violence hotline there, and that is a great source for people any person who may be in a domestic violence situation. If anyone that you know is in a domestic violence situation and they need help, please let them know there are resources out there, whether it be male or female. It's never okay for anyone to do this, but I just found it very interesting that it is something that society really doesn't talk about when it comes to men, but they're more apt to talk about when it's a male abusing a female. But it does go both ways. So, in conclusion, men aren't really reporting the abuse, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. Kind of sucks, but you know, society, right? Well, thank you for listening to my speech about women committing domestic violence, and thank you.